I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I'm out on the front porch and I'm boiling some coffee water. I don't really need to boil it for coffee. It only needs to be about 180, but I wanted to bring it up to a boil so I could, make sure the stove would boil it. And I've got 8 ounces of water in a QMH, and I've got a tricked out custom Bongo 1/3 underneath with a safety base. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's a pretty cool setup. I did that yesterday. I got a little bored, so I decided to make a custom stove for myself. So, there were, I think, 6 or 7 orders in the store today. 2 of them were custom. Those will all go out Monday, and we'll be all caught right up again. So let's go in where it's warm. It's kind of brutal out here. It's sub-zero. Now it's only around 10:30 right now. It's early in the day. I'm shooting my video early in the day because it's Saturday. I've got the day off, and I'm really taking it easy and just enjoying myself. Got up this morning and checked my email and answered everybody's questions. And Dino got his iPad too. It only took like a day for him to get it. Of course, he lives in Maine, not, maybe 75 miles from me. But anyway, got it one day. That's cool. Emailed me back and said, he's really happy, and that's good. I like Dean real well, and I'd like to see him happy. And that's a good place for the iPad because he will probably get as much use out of it as anybody would, because I think his daughter and his wife also use it. So, cool beans. Sold 2 auto heater kits. Now, I went out this morning and went out in the factory, and it was pretty cold out there. And just as a reality check, I took the one for myself, which is a little smaller than the ones I'm selling. The inner part is a little smaller. And fired it up and used it there for a while, and it was cold out there. Had my gloves off, had my hat off, and I just stayed near it, kept warming my hands, and I got right over it to see if there would be any obnoxious fumes. And although rubbing alcohol can burn smutty and stink really bad if it doesn't completely combust, in this setup where it's out with nothing above it, and even with the pot above it, it's far enough away, so I haven't detected any bad odor from it yet. It burns probably as clean as anything, as far as I can tell, not having any instruments to measure carbon monoxide and all that, but it's surely the most enjoyable one to burn of the 3 or 4 different fuels that are available. Now, it doesn't put out a huge amount of heat, but I'm trying to balance it between heat and fumes, because that's giving off carbon monoxide, and the bigger the flame, the faster it's going to fill up the cab of a vehicle with really bad stuff. So I've got it down low enough so you can get warm by it, and you can heat up, melt snow, and heat up water for drinks. If I was going to put that in the trunk of my car or somewhere in the car for an emergency, I'd put in about 4 or 5 bottles of 70% ISO and a whole bunch of cocoa and coffee mix and creamer and stuff like that, so I could have probably even stuff like ramen noodles and stuff would be fine. It'd be ideal. All you need is a pair of chopsticks, and you could cook ramen noodles on that. It would simmer them just fine. Work real good. Just to keep you warm, keep you enough calories in your system to keep your body temperature up, keep your core temperature up, keep your hands and ears warm, take the chill off. It would be a very, very welcome thing to have if you were somewhere snowbound and had run out of gas. Now, even if you do have gas and you're snowbound, you want to make absolutely sure that your exhaust system is dug out so the exhaust from the car can get away, because if you get snowbound and the exhaust gets under the snow, it'll stay under the car and sift up into the car, and there's been a lot of people killed that way. I actually knew some people that had that happen. They left the road one night and kept running it. Another guy was out and got stuck in the middle of a stream, and the water was up around the car. His whole family died of carbon monoxide poisoning, so something to watch for. This little thing, I think, is lesser of the evils. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. It's a new product, and time will tell. I highly recommend anybody that buys one plays around with it a little bit, so they're not starting right from scratch if they ever have to use it. It'd be kind of fun to goof around a little while and just get a feel for it. It's deadly simple and extremely safe, but it'll be a good idea to fire it up and play with it for a few minutes. So I went out and made that little bongo 1/3, made a little safety base on it, which is just tiny, and it was a fun project. I'm really enjoying the bongo 1/3, and it's a cool little stove. I heated that 8 ounces of water with about 1/4 of an ounce of fuel. It was a 2-ounce bottle, and it went down like maybe a 1/2 inch. It was pretty frugal, and I actually boiled it quite a while on that amount of fuel, so I think it took about 5 minutes to get it to boil. It was pretty cool, pretty efficient. Got a little pot stand there for it. So I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the day. I went out and brought in 5 armloads of firewood, and Sue brought in 5 armloads. Burn a lot of firewood this time here because it's down below zero most of the time, and this next couple months you'll burn most of the firewood you burn all winter. You'll burn in the next couple of months. Although tomorrow is supposed to get up to like 40, which is going to be crazy warm. I'm hoping all the ice will thaw out and get off the trees, and the trees can get back up and everything. It'll definitely be a good day to finish up the frame and paint that. Now, speaking of the bike frame, you probably noticed in the pictures that my seat rails stop. They come out and they curl and stop right here. I've been looking at the Catrike 700. They take the ends of those rails and extend them out and weld them right to the front beam, front axle. So that's what I'm going to do to mine. I'm going to cut and bend another piece of conduit and brace it right on into that, bring them down and weld them right to the front beam. It looks good and it's stronger. It just makes everything more rigid. Not that it needs to be, but it would really stiffen up the seat, which is pretty stiff already. And it just looks cool. So I think I'm going to do that before I paint it. That'll be a fun project. I'll make a video of it and show you what I'm up to. So, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike. Take a friend. Enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have some fun today and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye.